And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, I go little lady.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check safety, check safety. No. Oh, fight on these two.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Go.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the 31, Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. All day, punt. Alpha. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Silver.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, go get him. Go get him. 51.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike 51. 6 man. Check curls. Exit.
And again, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yellow. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here we go. Shoot. 15. Hey, 57. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go, defense. I 7, let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go,
From the gun, Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, it's 3 first downs as a result. Might want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup because their strategy thus far is simply not working.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hurry. Mike, 55. Hurry. I got you. Mike.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yellow, yellow. Bravo!
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yellow. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Complete. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion, now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jack crackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Kill, kill, kill. Come on. Kill, kill.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Pushing his way through, and he'll be out right at the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Into the secondary again. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
180. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Check. Run.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
180. Rip right.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mike 51. Chopper.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. 50, yellow.
Tight end right. Buzz. Got 4 down. 36.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he comes back with one complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All right, Argo, 80.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Watch the pass.
On first down, Mahomes. That's complete to Sharp. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go. Me. I got motion man. Me. I got this. 51's the mic.
Hero, 15.
I got you.
Mahomes to throw once more. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's good for Panthers. First and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
65. Tighten up.
Hey, 57.
Check 99.
Hey, Ripley.
51, Mike the Charlie. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Mahomes again. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And shedding through the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 27, Mahomes. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Draw play. Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a 1st. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. 30. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Let's go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
180. Hey, come on.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's McCoy. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Falcons.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. On third down, here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Under 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Check 20.
Real.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's at the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards on the ground. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's McCoy. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That's complete to Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
180. Check 53, slide. And what's that? And what's the ball?
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Falcons send out their punter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
At the 25-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
Yeah, I felt awful that entire game. Yeah. I believe you had 2. You had 4 interceptions. Well, you had 3 with the one on the kickoff, but... Yeah. Oh, the week 1 game. All right. Is there really?